Big game, Lions traveling to Minnesota, and in this video, we're going to break it all down for you. We're going to do offense versus defense, defense versus offense, score prediction for this monumental, gigantic game on Sunday. Why is it so big? Because if the Lions win, they do something they have never done, win the NFC North. Without further ado, let's get this thing started. Folks, we are 50 subscribers away from 51,000. Be part of the channel, subscribe to it so you don't miss out on the latest Lions news and rumors. Help grow it with your subscription. It works. Let's get this thing going here. The Detroit Lions are traveling to Minnesota in this Week 16 matchup, 1 p.m. game. Gigantic game as Lions are favored by 3.5. Underdogs here, of course, Minnesota Vikings at 3.5. Total over and under is 47 points. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Biggest game for the Detroit Lions in the past 30 years. Why? If they win the NFC North. They have never won the NFC North. They won the Central 30 years ago. Lions are sporting a 10-4 record, offense high-powered, putting up 27.3 points per game. That's 5th in the NFL. They're allowing 23.6 points per game, 23rd defensively. Minnesota Vikings, 7-7. Points per game is 20.7 offensively. That's 21st in the NFL. They're allowing 19.2 points per game, 7th in the National Football League. Great defense over there. This is going to be a fun game because you got a high-powered offense going against a high-powered defense. You got a defense that's kind of mid in Detroit going against a kind of mid offense in Minnesota. So, it's going to be a fun game. Who do you got winning this game? Put DET in the comment section if you got Detroit. Put MIN if you have the Minnesota Vikings winning. Lions are healthy. Right now, pretty much everybody's playing the game that they activate. Hendon Hooker questionable as they just activated for the 21-day window. But again, it doesn't matter. He's not the starting quarterback. But all these guys are going to be playing on Sunday. Minnesota, different. They got some issues with health. Alexander Madison, questionable with dealing with an ankle. Jalen Carter, concussion, questionable. Their offensive line is beat up. Brian O'Neill, questionable, offensive tackle. Guard, Ed Ingram, questionable, hip. Guard, Dalton Reisner, questionable, ankle. Chris Reed, illness, probable. Wide receiver, Justin Jefferson will be playing in this game, but their offensive line is tore up from the floor up. Let's get into the Lions offense versus the Vikings defense here. Lions offense is great, putting up 27.3 points per game. But the defense is allowing 19.2, 7th in the NFL for the Vikings. I'm going to take the over on both. Total yards per game for the Lions, 394.4, 3rd in the NFL. Total yards per game for the Vikings is 316, 13th. I'm going to take the over for the Vikings, under for the Lions. Passing yards per game, Lions are 4th in the NFL, 253.5. Passing yards per game, they're allowing 224. I'm going to go ahead and take the over for the Vikings, under for the Lions. Rushing yards per game, Lions are putting up 140.9, 2nd in the National Football League, going against a really good rush defense in Minnesota, allowing 92.0, 5th in the NFL. This may be the matchup of the whole game because this team, I tell you what, they're a good run defense. Let's switch it up here. Lions defense is allowing 23.6. That's 23rd in the NFL. Points per game, Minnesota is 20.7. I'm going to take the over on both. Yards allowed per game, 320.9, 15th in the NFL. Total yards per game, 347.4. I'm going to take the over again. Passing yards per game, Lions are giving up 225. That's 18th in the NFL. Passing yards per game is 248.8. I'm going to take the over for the Lions, under for the Vikings. Rushing yards per game, Lions, good run rush defense, 95.4, 8th in the NFL. Rushing yards per game, they're not that good at 115. I'm going to take the under on both. Turnovers, Lions, -5, 21st in the NFL. Turnovers for the Vikings is -6, 25th in the National Football League. What is a player the Lions got to look out for? How about Danielle Hunter here? Right now, he's got 15.5 sacks. This guy's an absolute monster. In the Lions offensive line, better be prepared because this guy hits home, he takes quarterback down, and we know what happens with Jared Goff is a little bit worried in the pocket. He screws up. Lions must make sure Danielle Hunter is not getting home. It's not just him. They got to worry about Wanham. DJ there, 8 sacks. Harrison Smith, safety, 3 sacks. Harrison Phillips, 3 sacks. This defense is fast, and they love to come at people. Lions offensive line has got the work cut out for them. This is a player that you got to worry about for their offense here is Nick Mullins. He is their backup quarterback. Now, look, he's only got 286 yards passing because he just started. His QBR is 45.5. He put up 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. For a backup, it's not bad, but you see these interceptions here. The Lions must take advantage. I repeat, must take advantage and get some turnovers in this game. They got to do it. They have to do it. Again, who do you got winning the game? Do you got the Detroit Lions winning the game? Put DET in the comment section. If you have the Vikings winning, put MIN. That is the main topic of today's video. If you like spending money, this is not for you, but if you're like me and you like to save money, you need to get Game Time. With killer deals, last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed, you can stop stressing and start getting hyped for the fun that you'll have. It is easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area, whether that's sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. With their lowest prices guaranteed, it is the Game Time guaranteed, which means you'll always get the best price. And if you find tickets in the same section or less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, baseball, basketball, concerts, and more. And a middle screenshot, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app. It shows you where your seat is. And if you move your phone left to right, you can see the surrounding area kind of like a 3D live photo. So download Game Time today. Put in the code LIONSCHAT to get $20 off your very first purchase. It is simple. You go to the redeem code section, plug in LIONSCHAT, create an account, gotta have an email, terms do apply, create an account, and put in the redeem code section, LIONSCHAT for $20 off. The link is going to be in the description in the comment section of this video. If you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using Game Time. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Now let's kind of look at what Minnesota has done so far this year, because it's interesting. It's kind of like a swing or going up and down a hill, because that's how this team has been. Start off the season, there was actually booty cheeks. They lost to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, lost to Philadelphia Eagles, lost to the Los Angeles Chargers, defeated the worst team in the NFL in the Carolina Panthers, and took a L to the Kansas City Chiefs. But then they just turned it around all of a sudden. They defeated the Chicago Bears, defeated San Francisco 49ers, defeated the Green Bay Packers, defeated the Atlanta Falcons, and defeated the New Orleans Saints. It was crazy. But then, here comes the swing again. After that, they lost to the Denver Broncos, lost to the Chicago Bears, defeated the Las Vegas Raiders 3-0 in a really, really horrible game, and they lost to the Cincinnati Bengals this past week. They're an up and down football team. So right now, it's a little bit down. The Lions got to take advantage, so we can put a L for them on Week 16 for the Minnesota Vikings. What should the Detroit Lions do in this game to get everything going? Well, to me, they got to start fast. They've done it the first half of the season. They got to start fast here. Get the ball, score. Score quickly. This offense has the firepower to do it. We need to do it here. When we won our game, it's because we're ahead. We're able to dictate what the offense does. We get a couple touchdowns, and it's really difficult for teams to come back. Start fast. We need to get turnovers in this game. Look, Nick Mullins is through 2 interceptions last week. Let's get some interceptions. You win by winning the turnover battle. And again, in turnovers, we cannot turn the football over. So win the turnover battle, win the game, get the NFC North Championship on Sunday. We also got to stop their pass game here. Look, Nick Mullins actually put up some decent yards for a backup versus Cincinnati. Cannot allow that in this game. We got Vildor Nufutu Melifonwu, who's really helped the back end of this defense. They got to have another good game in this game. You're going against offensive weapons in Justin Jefferson, Addison, and TJ Hawkinson that are very good. We cannot allow these guys to cook and turn this into a game of points where it's going to be a shootout. Can't do it. The Lions got to run the football, and it's going to be difficult because it's a very good run defense. But you have Jameer Gibbs and you have David Montgomery. Use these guys, run the football, control the clock, control the line of scrimmage. That's what you do when you're playing road games. And we have dominated teams that has good run defense. So let's dominate another team on the line of scrimmage here and show them this is how you win in the NFC North. You got to run the football and run it down their throats. I think the Detroit Lions do that, and they win this game. That's what I think. But they got to run the football. We cannot take it easy on this football team. Last, surely not least, we have to get to Nick Mullins, their quarterback. Attack him. Do not allow him to stand in the pocket. The offensive line from the Minnesota Vikings currently is banged up. You need to get pressure from Joshua Pascal, Aiden Hutchinson, Bruce Irvin, Isaiah Buggs, and company. We got pressure last week. Let's get pressure this week. You have the talent to do it. You could do some linebacker blitzes, get Alex Anzalone's fast, Jalen Reeves, Maven, who else you want to do. But you attack Nick Mullins. You get him uncomfortable. He is not a quarterback that is going to be a Patrick Mahomes, okay? He's not as mobile as a Justin Fields. He's decently mobile. You can go like a Baker Mayfield, but he's not that type of quarterback. If you have an opportunity to sack this guy, if you get a hold of him, you must take him down on Sunday. We cannot allow a situation where we're getting pressures but 0 sacks. We got to switch it up. We got to get more sacks. I got the Detroit Lions winning this game 32-24. I think the Lions are going to be extremely hyped for this game as they're going against a backup quarterback, a team that's reeling right now with injuries. Lions have all the momentum in the world, and they need to finish this off, win the North on Sunday so we all can celebrate a big-time victory, because that's what we need, folks, is a victory to win the NFC North again. If we win it, we're going to celebrate for a while. So we'll have the celebration stream going on so we can all have fun together. Also, we're going to be live for the game, 12 p.m. It's starting on Sunday. Make sure you're ready for it. We're going to do play-by-play commentary, all the above. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest Lions news and rumors. With that said, folks, adios.